What is up, boys and girls? Mr. Bumbleflower here. Today we're making another deck. I'm going to try and make this video a little bit faster than my past ones, because most of them have been an hour plus. We got enough for 8 hours of content, so if the ASMR peeps want to sleep to it, they can. Let's jump right into it. I think, let's refresh this. Yeah, on the polls, Go-Shintai of Life's Origin won, and I already have an idea for this deck, so it shouldn't be too bad. Basically, let's go to EDH Go, look up Go dash Shintai, Life's Origin. This deck is a very good competitive deck. You use the shrines, all that good stuff to really just take over the game. But we're gonna do something a little different. This is a 5-color deck, and I really wanted to find a commander that would utilize all the new horrors in the Duskborn set, the new horrors and the new shimmers, stuff like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to do Go-Shintai. We're going to use its tap 5 return target enchantment card from your graveyard to the battlefield. We're going to put a lot of stuff into the graveyard and then just keep summoning it back with Go-Shintai. It doesn't get a finality counter or anything, so hopefully it's pretty resilient. And then this other effect, whenever Go-Shintai or another non-token shrine enters the battlefield under your control, create a 1/1 shrine enchantment. We're probably not going to utilize its second effect. We are literally just going to pull horrors and shimmers and stuff like that from our grave. So let's grab this, get started over here. Home, create a new deck, paste that bad boy in there, and then we're gonna go Shintai Horrors. I don't know if this is gonna work per se, but the horrors themselves are pretty good cards. And I really like the horrors and the shimmers, all that good stuff. So hopefully everything aligns and the gods bless us with a good deck. I'm going to go over here, EDH Reg, just type in horror. I'm not sure exactly. No. I thought horrors was in the name, but I think horror is the type. So that means we gotta search Scryfall. Horror. Oh, let's just do advanced search. Yes. Search. Let's see. Each spell you cast as a demon, horror, nightmare costs 1 less to cast. Whenever you cast a spell, the amount of mana spent to cast it was less than its mana value. Target opponent loses life equal to the difference. Oh, that looks like it would work. Interestingly enough. That looks useful. Let's throw that one in there. Let's see. Whenever opponent discards a card, Oh, this is a horror legendary enchantment. 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's a 7-drop. It isn't a creature unless you control 3 or more permanents you don't own. We're probably not going to use that part. At the beginning of your end step, exile the bottom card of each opponent's library face down. For as long as those cards remain exiled, you may look at them. You may cast permanent spells from among them, and you may spend mana as though it were mana of any color to cast those spells. I mean, alright, I guess. Let's grab this guy. It's going to be one of our expensive horrors. No, not there. Here. We can return him for 5 mana with Go-Shintai's effect. Let's see. I think I need to sort by set here. Let's actually go to EDHREG and just look up sets and do Duskmourn. Oh, let's see. Were there any commanders that were horrors? I don't think there were. There's this Valgavoth guy. But he's not an enchantment, so we're not worried about that. We are looking for legendary enchantments. Yeah. None of these were fit our agenda. Oh, the Master of Keys might fit our agenda. Let's see, when Master Key enters, put X +1/+1 counters on it and mill twice X cards. That's pretty good. Each enchantment card in your graveyard has escape. The escape cost is equal to the card's mana cost plus exile 3 others. That's pretty good. That kind of fits our agenda. We want to mill stuff so that we can use Go-Shintai's ability more. So we'll put Master of Keys in there. Why not? Let's see. Alright, here we go. Duskmourn cards. I want to put Enduring Vitality in here. It's an enchant. I'm going to put the Glimmers in here. And the Horrors. That's the main go-tos. And then we'll just fill out the rest with some graveyard play. Enduring Innocence is pretty good as well. Valgavoth's Lair. Enchantment land. Enters tapped. As it enters, choose a color. Add 1 mana of chosen color. Oh, that's pretty good. I'll throw that in there. We definitely want these lands too, these fancy new lands. Because it kind of just helps our agenda a little bit. Cat Glimmer. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. When it dies, if it left the battlefield, it's an enchantment. Sounds good to me. These Glimmers are going to be especially hard to get rid of because when you kill them, they return as enchantments, and then if you also kill them again, you can just get them back with Go-Shintai. Let's see if we want to add any rooms. Creature spells you cast can have Convoke. Untap each creature you control during each other player's untap step. I like Prop Room because that lets us activate Go-Shintai a lot more. So I'm going to throw that in there. And then let's see if we can add Drum Bellower. I think that's his name. Yeah, Drum Bellower. That also does the same thing. He has flying and untap all creatures you control during each other player's untap step. So that lets us get 3 creatures out of our graveyard every round. You know what I'm saying? Like every go round we get 3 creatures. That's pretty cool. Is he an enchantment too? No, he's just a creature. That's fine. He's our one exception. Let's add that. Land. Let's see. Enduring Tenacity is a snake glimmer. Whenever you gain life, target opponent loses that much life. Okay, you can combo with that. Whenever Tenacity dies, blah blah blah, gets recast as an enchantment. Okay. We are definitely going to add Flood Verge as well. Flood Farm Verge. Hushwood Verge. Because this is a 5-color deck, and these are some cheap multicolor cards. You know what I mean? Most multicolor cards are expensive. Multicolor lands. See, you may play lands from your graveyard. Oh, that helps us out a lot. When you unlock this door, you may cast spells from your graveyard this turn, and if you would be put into your graveyard from anywhere this turn, exile instead. Okay. So far, this is looking like it's going to work. If a card you didn't control would be put anywhere, be put into an opponent's graveyard from anywhere, exile it instead. During your turn, oh, that's the Elder Demon Valgavoth. Okay, let's keep going. Whenever an enchantment you control enters, and whenever you fully unlock a rune, draw a card. Yeah, we'll put Entity there. It doesn't have this only happens one time effect, so I like that. Alright, Enduring Courage is a Dog Glimmer. Whenever another creature you control enters, it gets +2 engaged haste. That's useful. Whenever Enduring Courage dies, okay, yeah. I like haste. Everyone likes haste. Vehicle. Head Shredder. Whenever one or more land cards are put into your graveyard from your library, put them onto the battlefield. I do think we want something like this, but that's a 4-drop. I don't know. I think that's too much. Alright, here's our first horror. Overlord of the Hauntwoods. Has impending 3. Not bad. Whenever Overlord Hauntwoods enters or attacks, create a tapped colorless land token named everywhere. That is every basic land type. This is going to be our go-to. This is going to be our ride or die. He's going to help fund our Shintai shenanigans. So, he's expensive for a reason. He's a really good card. Let's see. I think we want Nesting Doll as well, because it adds 1 mana of any color. It's just a good old land dork. Marvin, Murderous Mimic, has all activated abilities of creatures you control that don't have the same name as this creature. All activated abilities. Is that an activated ability? Enters or attacked. I'm not exactly sure. But I want to say yes. I kind of want to just throw Marvin in here. For funsies. Because if it has all our horror's abilities, that makes it a horror. It's in and of itself. Alright, Silent Hall Creeper. Can't be blocked. When Silent Hall Creeper deals combat damage to a player, choose one that hasn't been chosen. Put 2 +1/+1 counters on Silent Hall Creeper. Draw a card. Silent Creeper becomes a copy of another target creature you control. Okay. That's interesting. You can copy your other horrors. It's an enchantment. But it's also a 2-drop. So, like, we don't have to pull it out with Go-Shintai, you know. Go-Shintai, we're using his ability for the expensive ones like Overlord of Hauntwoods, Enduring Tenacity, all that good stuff. Let's see, another enchantment creature, Fox Glimmer. Enchantment spells you cast cost 1 less. Unlock cost pay. Okay, yes, we do want that. I think this is coming together nicely. Let's see, whenever a creature you control dies, each opponent loses 1 life, you gain 1 life. When you unlock this door, return all creature cards from your graveyard to the battlefield. That sounds crazy. So we're doing a lot of graveyard play anyway. We do need to add some self-mill in here eventually. As an additional cost to cast a spell, discard a card, draw 2 cards. If the discard card wasn't a land grab, the prize deals 2 damage to each opponent. Nah. Alright, when you unlock this door, create a token that's a copy of target creature you control, except it's a reflection in addition to its other types. If a triggered ability of a permanent you control triggers, that ability triggers an additional time. I don't think we need this one. Alright, here's our second big horror. Or maybe third, I lost track. Whenever Overlord of the Balmark enters or attacks, mill 4 cards. Then you may return a non-avatar creature card from, or a planeswalker card from your graveyard to your hand. Okay. So that adds to the self-mill. Very good. Unstoppable Slasher. Deals combat damage to a player. They lose half their life. When it dies, if it has no counters on it, return it to the battlefield. I think this kind of fits the theme a little bit, so I'm going to throw him in there. And then let's see. Whenever 1 or more non-toy creatures you control attack, a player create a white artifact toy. Creatures you control have base power and toughness, each equal to the number of creatures you can. Yeah, that's for like token decks. Demonic Council. Search your library for a demon card and reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle. How many demons do we have? No, we don't have demons. We're just horrors. Horrors and glimmers. We could throw a demon in here, but I don't really see a point. If there are 4 or more card types among cards in your graveyard, instead search your library for any card. Put it into your hand, then shuffle. That's a pretty good tutor if you're playing graveyard play like we are. So let's throw it in there. Why not? Ghostly Dancers, no. Meat Hook Massacre 2 is a legendary enchantment that I think, yeah, Go-Shintai brings that from the graveyard. So we can potentially use Meat Hook Massacre twice. That goes pretty hard in a deck, not gonna lie. Using things twice like that. Whenever enchantment you control enters, and whenever you fully unlock a rune, create a white spirit creature token. This is not bad. When Ghostly Dancer enters, return an enchantment card from your graveyard to your hand. Or unlock a locked door. Ghostly Dancers isn't bad, but I don't think we want that for 5 mana. At the beginning of your end step, draw a card. If you control a demon, yeah, we're good on that one. Sheltered by Ghosts. Enchant creature you control. When Sheltered by Ghosts enters, exile target non-land permanent. An opponent controls until Sheltered Ghost leaves. Enchanted creature gets +1/+0 and has lifelink and ward. I think that's pretty useful. We'll throw it in there. Let's see. Oh, there's our other horror. Let's see. Overlord of the Flood Pits. Flying. Whenever Overlord of the Flood Pit enters or attacks, draw 2 cards, then discard a card. Okay. That's not bad. Target creature can't be blocked this turn, draw a card. creature fungus. We're literally just going down. Sacrifice indigenous fungus. Choose one. Then you may put a land card from your hand onto the battlefield tapped. That could be useful. It's like a little... If it was an enchantment, that would go hard. Let's see. At the beginning of your upkeep, exile the top card of your library. You may play it this turn. Once each turn, you may pay 0 rather than pay the mana cost for a spell you cast from exile. Nah, that's too much. Split up. That's just a good board wipe. That's a solid board wipe. Here's our other Overlord. Impending 4. When Overlord of the Mistmoors enters or attacks, create 2. This guy's kind of just menacing. He's not like a super threat. But we're going to add him just for the flavor, you know? When you unlock this door, return up to the target creature to its owner's hand. Whenever one or more creatures you control deal combat damage to a player, draw a card. Yeah, no. When you unlock this door, destroy all creatures with power 3 or greater. Other permanents you control have hexproof. Nope, 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 nope. What does Grievous Wound do? Enchant player. Enchanted player can't gain life. When enchanted players dealt damage, they lose half their life rounded up. That's pretty cool. Let's throw that in there, why not? That's an enchantment, so you can just drop that down on a bad boy. Destroy target creature. Creature is put in the graveyard this way. Return it to the battlefield under your control. Sacrifice it at the beginning of your next insta. Let's see. Legendary creature, enchantment creature, nightmare. Fear of missing out. When fear of missing out enters, discard a card, then draw a card. Okay. When fear of missing out attacks for the first time each turn, if there are 4 or more card types among cards in your graveyard, untap target creature. After this phase, there's an additional combat phase. Okay, that's interesting. For the first time, so it's just one additional combat phase. But we do have some copy effects in here, so that could get crazy. Nowhere to run. When nowhere to run enters, target creature and opponent controls gets -3 until end of turn. Creatures your opponents control can be the targets of spells and ability as though they didn't have hexproof ward abilities. Ward abilities of those creatures don't trigger. That's a flash enchantment. -3, -3. That's not bad. That's not a bad card. Let's see. Whenever 1 or more cards leave your graveyard, create a 2/2 black horror enchantment creature token. This ability triggers only once each turn. When you unlock this card, return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. Yeah, let's grab that. That goes with our agenda. Let's see. Legendary enchantment creature, nightmare. Mind Skinner. I don't hate Mind Skinner, but I think we're going to leave Mind Skinner out. Because it kind of... Mind Skinner needs his own deck. He's kind of like his own thing. Leyline. If Leyline enters, choose a creature type. Creatures are control of the chosen type in addition to its other types. The same is true for creature spells you control and creature cards you own that are on the battlefield. I don't think we need this. Yeah. We don't really need that. Lands you control have tap, add 1 mana of any color. That's good. We're going to throw that in there. That's good for a rainbow deck. Let's see. When you unlock this door, this room deals damage equal to the number of cards in your hand to target creature and opponent control. You have no maximum hand size at the beginning of your in-step draw card. Nah. What does Drag to Roots do? This spell costs 2 less to cast as long as there are 4 more card types among cards in your graveyard. Destroy target non-land. Cost the spell, exile 6 cards from your graveyard. That goes against our agenda. Threats around every quarter enters. Manifest Dread. Whenever a face-down permanent you control enters. No. Unable to scream. Enchant creature. Enchant creature loses all abilities and is a toy. Base power and toughness 0-2 in addition to its other type. As long as enchanted creature is face down, it can't be turned face up. Interesting. Alright, well, that's cool. It definitely seems like it could come in clutch, but I don't know if I want it. It kind of fits the agenda. We'll mess around with it. When you unlock this door, search your library for a room card that doesn't have the same name as a room you control. Reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle. This tutors rooms at the beginning of your upkeep. Surveil 1. You win the game if there are 8 or more different names among unlocked doors. I mean, do we have 8 doors? Let's go see. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. I mean, when you unlock this door, you win the game if there are 8 or more different names among unlocked doors. Among unlocked doors of rooms you control. Oh, so I just have to unlock 8 different. Okay. That gives us a unique win con, I guess. Alright, here's the red horror. Whenever Overlord of the Boiler enters or attacks, it deals 4 damage to any target. Adding blink effects in here probably would go hard too. Whenever screaming is dealt damage, it deals that much damage to any other target. If a player is dealt damage this way, they can't gain life for the rest of the game. Okay, that's crazy. When you unlock this door, you draw 2 cards, lose 2 life. When a creature you control attacks alone, it gets +1/+0 and gains Death Touch. When you unlock this door, search your library for a basic land card, put it on the battlefield tapped. When you unlock this door, manifest Dread, then put 3 +1/+1 counters on that creature. I mean, I kind of like the first door. Searches for a land. Search your library for a basic land, though. Yeah, never mind. Roller Coaster Ride. If a source you control would deal non-combat damage to a permanent or player, while there are 4 or more card types among cards in your graveyard, it deals double that damage instead. When the roller coaster ride enters, it deals X damage to each of up to X target creatures. I don't hate that, but we're not dealing a lot of random damage, you know? See, Eerie, whenever enchantment you control enters, and whenever you fully enroll, create a red gremlin. That could be useful. I'll throw her in there. When you unlock this door, tap on up to 1 target creature and put 2 stun counters on it. When you unlock this door, draw 3 cards, then discard a card. When you unlock this door, return creature card with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. When you attack, put a +1/+1 counter on target attacking creature. We'll grab this one. Fear of Imposters. Enters. Counter target spell. Controller manifest dread. I mean, that's not bad. It's not bad at all. It has flash too. Fear of Burning Alive is a nightmare. When it enters, it deals 4 damage to each opponent. Whenever a source you control deals non-combat damage to an opponent, if there are 4 or more, Fear of Burning deals that amount of damage to target creature that player controls. Okay, sure. When Chainsaw enters, it deals 3 damage. Whenever 1 or more creatures die, put a rev counter on Chainsaw. Crit creature gets +X+0, where X is the number of rev counters. Give all our horrors chainsaws? That doesn't sound horrible. But I think we'll pass on that. Get out, counter target creature or enchantment. Return 1 or 2 target creatures and or enchantments you own to your hand. Sure, it's a counter spell, but also it gives us some extra blink effects, sort of. When Split Skin Doll enters, draw a card, then discard a card unless you control, and no. Doomsday Excruciator enters, it was cast. Each player exiles all but the bottom 6 cards of their library face down. At the beginning of your upkeep, draw a card. What an interesting little fella. Yeah, I don't think that helps us much. I don't think we have a win con for that. If you would gain life, you gain that much +1. As long as you have at least 7 life more than your starting life total, creatures get +2. When you unlock this door, this room deals 4 damage to target creature and opponent controls. At the beginning of your insta, this room deals 1 damage to each opponent. Oh, I like this one. This one's pretty good. I'll throw this one back. Whenever an enchantment you control enters, and whenever you fall in a rock room, each opponent loses 1 life. Alright, we'll throw the leech in there. Why not? Okay. At the beginning of your main phase, if reluctant role model, reluctant mobilize another creature you control dies if it had counters on it. And no. At the beginning of your first main phase, add 2 mana. Spend this mana only to cast room spells and unlock doors. When you unlock this door, create an X blue spirit creature token with flying, where X is the number of unlocked doors. I didn't expect to go hard on the doors, but if we go hard on the doors, because, like, if I am thinking about this correctly, Go-Shintai can just get any door out of the graveyard that we want it to. When you unlock this door, create a 1/1 white glimmer enchantment creature token. When you unlock this door, put a +1/+1 counter on each of up to 2 target creatures. Double strike, other tap creatures control have hexproof. Convoke. Flash. Oh, that's a pretty good card, but not for us. When you unlock this door, manifest dread. Whenever you attack, target attacking creature gains double strike. Okay. Final Vengeance. As an additional cost to cast a spell, sacrifice a creature or enchantment. Exile target creature. Okay. That seems good. Because if we sacrifice a creature or an enchantment, we'll just get it back with Go-Shintai. Add 1 mana of any color. Add 2 mana of any color. Spend this mana only to turn permanents face up. Tapping and adding 1 mana of any color is pretty solid. Also fits our theme. This deck is getting a little crazy. Let's see, when you unlock this door, Surveil 2. When you unlock this door, Manifest Dread, then put a +1/+1 counter on that creature. Nah. If Leyline is in the opening hand, whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell that targets only a single creature you control, copy that. Alright, Ghost Vacuum. Exile target card from a graveyard. Put each creature card exiled with Ghost Battle onto the battlefield under your control. That's not a bad card, but you may pay blank rather than pay the mana cost for spells that you cast. I like that. That's a good one. It's like Go-Shintai, but for your hand. Let's see. When you unlock this door, exile the top 2 cards of your library. You may pay them until... no, we don't want those. Until in the turn, whenever creature you control dies, exile. Draw 2 cards. Glimmer Burst. Draw 2 cards. Create a white. Create a 1/1 white glimmer enchantment. No. Target creature with power 2 or less can't be blocked. I'm gonna throw Exercise in here. I think last time I threw Exercise in a deck, I removed it immediately. When glowing enters, indestructible. Shard Mage Rescue. Enchant creature you control as long as Shard Mage Rescue entered this turn. Check. That's really bad. Okay. Key to the house. Search your library for a basic land card. Reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle. Sacrifice key to lock or unlock a door of target room you control. That's good, but we can only use it once. We do have a lot of doors, though. Let's see. You have no maximum hand. Whenever you gain life, draw that many cards. Whenever you lose life, discard that many cards. Then, if you have no cards in hand, you lose the game. Ooh. No thanks. I do not want to just randomly lose the game. Okay, let's, Living Phone. When Living Phone dies, look at the top 5 cards. You reveal a creature card with power 2 or less from along the... I definitely want to add Trapped Screen. That one's just good. It has Ward 2 and it just shuts down a commander pretty fast, pretty easy. More Scarecrows, Spirits. I'm going to add these lands too, the 13 or lifer, because they're not amazing, but also I'm trying to make a cheap rainbow deck, so artifact equipment. When it enters, attach it. Yeah, no. There's a Nashi, enchantment, creature, nightmare, fear of infinity. Whenever enchantment you control enters, and whenever you you may return fear of infinity from your graveyard to your hand. It can't block. It has flying lifelink. Alright, I'll throw him in there. We are almost to our limit of cards. Counter target spell, Manifest Dread. crab skeleton. Fear of lost teeth is a nightmare. When it dies, it deals 1 damage to any target and you gain 1 life. Sure, why not? Just ping something. Gain control of target creature until end of turn. Untap it, it gains haste until end of turn. No. Let's play a game. Choose one. If there are 4 more card types among cards in your graveyard, you may choose 1 or more. Creatures in your opponent are going to get -1. Each opponent discards 2 cards. Each opponent loses 3 life. You gain 3 life. Sure. Let's see. Let's throw him in here. Oh, I'm not counting the lands that we're going through either. Let's see. When Friendly Titty dies, each player draws a card. No. Oh, wait. Can't be blocked by glimmers. Yeah, that's useless. Let's grab Neglected Manor. Let's grab this guy. Haunted Screen. Add white or black. Pay 1 life. Add the others. That's pretty good. Put 7 +1/+1 counters on Haunted Screen. It becomes a 0 spirit. Alright. It's also a threat. It's a mana dork and a threat at the same time. We're just adding lands now. Whenever a creature you control becomes blocked, you may exile. You may play that card from exile this turn. No. Patchwork Beastie. That's a cool one. At the beginning of your upgrade, you may mill a card. That sounds useful. Patchwork Beastie is milling a card a turn. Can't get much better than that. Alright, there's another Glimmer, Cat Glimmer. Whenever you attack, creatures you control get +1. That one's kind of mid, guys. I don't think I'm putting that one in there. Sacrifice Brood Spinner, create a number of equals a number of card types among cards in your graveyard. Nah. Okay, we are adding all these lands and probably gonna just get some basic stuff. When Fear of Surveil attacks, Surveil 1. Vigilance. Okay, that's a decent enchantment creature. It fits the agenda. Let's see. Enchantment creature Nightmare. When it attacks, if defending player controls no Glimmer creatures, it gains Menace and Death Touch. Oh, that sounds useful. Menace, Death Touch. Kind of big boy. Whenever enchantment creature control enters, and whenever you fully unlock a room, Surveil. Sure, why not? Let's see. Okay, let's just keep scrolling a little. Slowly but surely. Let's grab these. Double colored lands. Mill 2 cards. If 2 cards that share a card type are milled this way, draw a card. And repeat. Exile any number of target instant, sorcery, and or planes. To me, you planeswalker cards from your graveyard, copy them. You may cast any number of those copied. No. Put one of them into your hand, the rest into your graveyard. Gain 3 life. Commune with evil. 3 mana. That's not too shabby. We have a lot of black cards in here. Let's see, enchantment creature nightmare. Fear of failed tests. I have that same fear. Whenever a field fit deals combat damage to a player, draw that many cards. I mean, it's card draw. Why not? You know what I mean? Let's see. Enchantment Aura. When it enters, target player sacrifices a creature other than enchanted creature. When enchanted creature is dealt damage, destroy it. Interesting. Whenever Clammy Prowler attacks, another target attacking creature can't be blocked. That one's kind of mid. I think we're going to skip that one. Let's see. Grab this land. During target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Destroy target creature. I mean, we're doing graveyard play. That's a 5-drop. We're going to skip that. Let's grab this thing. Let's see. Appendage Amalgam. Whenever Appendage Amalgam attacks Serval. It's an enchantment creature. We do like Serval. Gets cards into the graveyard. Whenever Piggy Bank dies. Oh no, another horror land. Let's see. Unwilling Vessel. Okay. Okay, here's another Nightmare. Has an additional cost to cast a spell. Tap 2 untapped creatures and or lands you control. Are we casting it when we use Go-Shintai? Let's go read Go-Shintai. No, we are not casting it. It has Trample. I think we missed that one too. We pass on that one. Another enchantment aura. Look at target player's hand. You may choose non-land. When enchanted creature is dealt damage. That involves dealing damage to things. That's like good for a black-red fight deck. Undead Sprinter. You may cast onto the graveyard if a non-zombie creature died this turn. It has Trample and Haste. What a weird little guy. Let's see. Cursed Windbreaker. Enters, Manifest Dread, then attach it. Quick creature has flying. I don't think we need to give anything flying. I think we are good. Oh, here's another one. Has an additional cost to cast a spell, return a permanent you control to its owner's hand. And no. When Glimmer Light enters, create a 1/1 white Glimmer enchantment. Choose 2 target creatures controlled by the same opponent. Yeah, we're slowly getting there. Fear of Immobility. When it enters, tap up to 1 target creature. If an opponent controls that creature, put a stun counter on it. No. Let's see. I think we are getting to the end. I would like to say, at least. See and stay silent. Enters, tap. I know I told myself I was going to make this a shorter video, but I don't think it's going to be a shorter video. There's a lot more enchantment horrors than I thought there was. Stay hidden, stay untap, enchanted creature. Enchanted creature does untap during its controller's untap step. I don't feel like that's bad. Just taps a creature. Playing a little control. I need to add like the staples now too, though. That's gonna be the hard part. Haste must be blocked. I mean, that's not bad. It's a 4/2 haste. Enchantment creature nightmare. Fear of abduction. Exile a creature you control. Flying. When it enters, exile target creature opponent controls. When fear of abduction leaves the battlefield, put each card exiled with it on into its owner's hands. I mean, it's also a 5/5 creature. I think that's kind of cool. This is obviously not going to be a super competitive Go-Shintai deck. This is going to be just a basic fun, have fun deck. Get cool horror creatures. Rite of the Moth kind of works, but not really. Enchantment creature Nightmare. When falling attacks, target creature defending player controls gets -1 and loses flying. I think we're good. Let's see. Say its name. That's like not for commander, not built for commander. Let's see. You may look face down creatures and pawn patrols anytime. Sacrifice found footage, surveil 2, then draw a card. That's not bad. There's some found footage in there. Enchantment creature horror. When it dies, you gain 2 life. That's pretty mid. Creature spirit. The goat. Whenever an enchantment you control enters, and whenever you fall in long dashing, it gets +2 until end of turn. Impossible Inferno deals 6 damage to target creature. If there are 4 more card types in your graveyard, exile the top card of your library. You may play it until the end of your next turn. Miasma Demon enters. You may discard any number of cards. When you do, up to that many target creatures get -2/-2. Flying. When Discerning Mirth enters, you may sacrifice another enchantment or creature. If you do, draw 2 cards. When you sacrifice Disturbing Mirth, manifest Dread. That thing is creepy. That thing is scary. Look at that thing. Holy, I don't want it in my deck because it's so disturbing. Oh my. But it's kind of good. Oh, it lets us draw 2 cards for 2 mana. That's pretty solid. We are still going. Baseball bat. Attach it to a target creature. Tap up to 1. Yeah, that's pretty mid. Let's keep going, keep going. I think we're almost there. think this is as good as it's gonna get. We haven't even hit this part yet. Or the reprints. Oh, okay, now we hit this part, yeah. Did I put fear of sleep paralysis in here? I feel like I did, but I guess not. I don't even know if we put all the overlords. There's green, red, blue, black. White. Okay, yeah, we did put all the overlords in. How many creatures do we have? 36? God dang. Alright, sorcery 6, instance 1. We need like some counter spell. Throw that in there, and then let's throw path in there. Is it path 2? Why are you? Path to exile, and then a swords. To plowshare. Those are going to be our instants. We also need like some discard instants. Scroll down a little here. What does this sleep paralysis demon do? When fear of sleep paralysis or another enchantment you control enters, and whenever you fully unlock a room, tap up to one target creature and put a stun counter on it. That's gonna put stun counters on a lot of things because we're gonna be playing a lot of enchantments. So why not? Let's see. Non-permanents you control and permanent spells you control are enchantments in addition to their other types. Don't think we need that. Each spell you cast that's a demon, horror, or nightmare costs 1 less to cast. And whenever you cast a spell, if the amount of mana spent to cast it was less than its mana value, target opponent loses life. I think we already put that in there. I think that was the first card we dropped in there. Yes, it is, actually. Nutty. Alright. Return all artifact enchantment cards from your graveyard to the battlefield. That's crazy. Yeah, let's go. That's insane. Redress fate. Let's see. Create 3 devil creature tokens. When this creature dies, it deals 1 damage. Source you control deals damage, non-combat damage to an opponent. It deals that much damage plus 2 instead. Oh, here's some more glimmers. Other enchantment creatures you control have flying. Whenever you attack a player, create a 1/1 white glimmer enchantment creature token that's tapped and attacking. Yeah, we kind of want him. That buffs our enchantment boys. Into the pit. You may cast spells from the top of your library by sacrificing a non-land permanent. No. When you unlock this door, this room deals 6 damage to target creature and opponent controls. You gain life equal to the excess damage. Once during each of your turns, you may cast a spell from your hand by paying life equal to its mana value rather than paying its mana cost. That's pretty good. Also helps out our multicolor situation. They came from the pipes. They came from the pipes. Whenever a face-down creature control enters, draw a card. We're not doing face-downs. We're not going hard on the face-downs. Next opponent in turn order. Each player chooses a creature you don't control. Destroy the chosen creature. That's pretty funny. but I don't think we really need it. We already added the master keys. So what's this room do? I think we already added that as well. Yeah, we are getting into the Changeling, create X clause, shapeshifter, creature token with Changeling and Death Touch for X. There's the number of land cards in your graveyard. Whenever one or more demons you control attack a player. Yeah, we already decided not to add that guy. I don't know. I feel like that could work in our deck, but I think we're good. Deluge of Doom might go hard, but we're mainly gonna have enchantments and lands in our graveyard. Like that's gonna be what we do. Let's add a Soul Ring. Cause our shit's gonna get expensive, mana cost wise. Command Tower, sure. Arcane Signet, yes. These are the basic lands. We definitely want a Reliquanthy Tower because that's just my go-to. So is Exotic Orchard. Very useful for lands. Lightning Greaves, Haste and Shroud. I think I definitely want some protection for my commanders. So Lightning Greaves and the other one, Fellow Stone, doesn't seem too bad. Let's grab Fellow Stone and Cultivate. Sacrifice this land, search your library for a basic land, put on field tap. Yeah, we kind of want that. Because we're going to have basic lands of every type. Beast Within. It's pretty good. Destroy target permanent. Sure, why not? Alright, this is going to be a difficult deck to build. Difficult deck to Blasphemous Act is pretty good. Trying to keep like the search library basic land, put on battlefield tab, then shuffle. Yeah. Trying to keep like the I don't want permanent the like staples in the deck. We definitely want Command Spear. I think we get rid of this guy. Kind of mid. Brainstorm, Arcane Denial, Temple of False Gods is pretty good. Arcane Denial is pretty good. We have some counter spells already. Feed the Swarm, Reanimate. Smoldering Marsh is pretty good. Put target creature card from a graveyard onto the battlefield. Yeah, that's just good because we're doing graveyard play. Enters tapped unless you control swamp or a mountain. Why did these get reprinted? I don't know. Cave of Kolios is pretty good. Whenever Blood Artist or another creature dies, target player loses 1 life, you gain 1 life. What's the combo there? I don't want a 3-card combo. I want like 2-card combo. I feel like there is a 2-card combo with Blood Artist. But no, mainly 3. There was one card we added that I think has combo potential. It was a Glimmer, I think. Yeah, Enduring Tenacity. Let's look up combos with Enduring Tenacity. Combos. Exquisite Blood. Ooh, that one's dirty. It's also very expensive. Trying to go with the theme a little, but Nightbringer's pretty dirty. That's 8 mana though. Whenever opponent loses life, you gain that much life. Alright, let's put Exquisite Blood in here. And then let's put Shard of Nightbringer in here just for funsies. Oh. There we go. Okay, that's all for our combos, I think. Let's see. What are shrines? Let's see what we can do with shrines. Non-token shrine enters the battlefield. I think shrines. We want the shrine lands. You know what I'm saying? Shrine lands. See, these are not shrine lands. That's good, but we're not playing shrines. Yeah, shrines are cool though. They look pretty nutty. But we are not going the shrine route. Which is unfortunate because the shrines are so strong. Like, super strong. Ooh, Sterling Grove. Other enchantments you control have Shroud. Sacrifice Sterling Grove, search your library for an enchantment card, reveal it, then shuffle and put that card on top. Yeah, we definitely want Sterling Grove in our life. Let's just search out any of our enchantments. Sanctum Weaver at X mana of any one color, or X is the number of enchantments you control. Yeah, we definitely want that as well. And Sithis, whenever you cast enchantment, you gain 1 life, draw a card. Yeah. Enchantress Presence, I think we'll skip her. Jukai Naturalist, it's not bad. I think we throw him in there, call it a day for the enchantment staples. Let's go look at lands. Baldur's Gate. Add X mana of any one color, X is the number of other gates you can. That Hall of Heliod's Generosity is pretty solid. Gate. Go-Shintai is not gates. Go-Shintai is shrines, right? Yeah. Unless gates are shrines? I don't think gates are shrines, though. So they're not... That's a $200 card. Good grief. Oh, Cascading Cataracts is pretty good. It's indestructible. It lets us fix our mana to cast our commander's stuff a little more. Let's see, each land is in a swamp. We'll grab Great Hall as well. Why not? I thought there were shrine lands. Is there not shrine lands? Soaring. Okay, World Tree. The World Tree enters battlefield tapped. Sacrifice the World Tree, search your life for any number of God cards, put them on the battlefield, and then shuffle. I think we like World Tree because as long as you show 6 or more lands, you can have one tap, add 1 mana of any color. That's pretty good. Also just adds a green. That's fine. We're definitely going to want these tri-lands. Because we're try-harding with the tri-lands. This is going to be an expensive deck, boys and girls. Like, this is not a cheap deck. Oh, that one's cheap. It's also going to be a slow deck. Slow and steady deck. Oh, there's another tri-land. We're just going to add all the tri-lands. Call it a day. Enters the battlefield, you may pay 2 life. Yeah, no. Because we have plenty of dual lands already. We're going to add all these tri-lands. Seaside Citadel. Yeah. And then Raffine's Tower. And then we will add... Oh, is that another? Let's grab this guy. There's a lot of tri-lands. I don't think we need all these. Let's go look at how many lands we have, actually. We have 40 lands. Okay, cool. We can get rid of some of these. Let's get down to like 38. Let's get rid of some of these 13. Alright, let's do this. Oh, what did we do? Oh, okay. Control what? Why does that do that? Is it Alt? I think it's Alt. Yeah, that's Alt. Let's get rid of some of these. 13 or less. Let's get down to 30. 36. That's a solid number. We're going with that number today. Alright. Enchantments 21. Artifacts 8. Instances 6. Sorceries 10. We could probably... We need to add some actual... What's it called? Graveyard play. Let's go here. Let's look up a good graveyard deck. What's a good graveyard deck? Card draw, burn, counters, mill. Let's do mill, see what happens. Mill. Sort by. Okay. These are all the shrines. I mean, I don't really feel like adding the shrines. Unless it like really helps my agenda. Shrine. Okay, this isn't working. What's a good mill? I know I made a good mill deck the other day. Let's go check that out. Mill. Your decks. Toby. Mirko? Sure, Mirko. Mirko works. Copy card name, combo. Let's go here. Do Mirko. Reanimator. Okay. Let's look at the high synergy cards. Enters the battlefield at the beginning of upkeep. Survey 1. Surveil. We don't want a surveil, we just want self-mill. Is there a self-mill? That's what we want, self-mill. That changed things, didn't it? Yeah. Sir, that didn't change anything. We are looking for self-mill. Self-mill. We have reanimate. We already put that in there. Oh, I could throw Toxic Delusion there. And farewell. Sorcery. Ooh, burned alive is pretty good. Lively dirge. I think we do buried alive, lively dirge. Whew. Okay, buried alive, lively dirge. There's gotta be a more millies thingy. Victor. I don't think Victor mills. Does Victor mill? Victor might work. It's really hard to find stuff sometimes. At the end, like this video is going on way longer than I wanted it to, just because I do that. Advanced. Creature Nightmare Angel. If damage will be dealt to you, prevent that damage, mill twice that many cards. That sounds good. I like that. You may mill 2 cards. Then return up to 2 creature cards from your graveyard to your hand. That's a merfolk, vampire, zombie. Target player mills 2 cards, draws 2 cards, and lose 2 life. A Shield Dream Render. It's pretty solid. Autumn Gloom is also pretty solid. It transforms into a trample, hexproof tree folk. Gross. Mill 3 cards, you may put a historic card from among them into your hand. Historic spells you cast. I wish I was one of those super knowledgeable guys. Sometimes. Flying at the beginning of upkeep, put the top card of your library into your graveyard. Blood Curdle gets +1/+1 and has at the end of the turn remove 2 cards from your graveyard from the game. Seven or more cards in your graveyard. So once we get 7 or more cards, it starts doing negatives for us. It deals 3 damage to target creature and opponent controls. Whenever 1 or more creature die, mill a card. Put a bloodstain counter on blood splatter analysis. Then sacrifice it if it has 5 or more counters on it. When you do, return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. Alright, we're going to do this. Bramble Familiar. Breach the multiverse. Each player mills 10 for each player. Choose a creature or planeswalker card in that player's graveyard. Put those cards on the battlefield under control. Then each creature you control becomes a Phyrexian. Okay, this. Cemetery Tampering, Hideaway. At the beginning of your upgrade, you may mill 3 cards, and if there are 20 or more cards in your graveyard, you may play the Exiled card without paying its mana cost. Oh. I think that's pretty good too. It's also an enchantment. Alright, I think we're set. We're going to grab Angel of Suffering. Let's see, throw that in there. Blood Splatter Analysis. These are just going to be our mill cards. Bramble Familiar is a mill card, also a mana dork. Let's see, Breach the Multiverse is kind of just like a game-ending mill card. Sort of. Makes everyone mill. 10. That's crazy. Cemetery Tampering mills 3 per turn. I think we already added this thing. Yeah, this was an old one. Control Shift T. Arizona the Mind Flail. Yeah, I think we added that already. Okay, let's see. Let's get rid of these guys. We're pretty set. We have 132 cards in our deck. We're an hour and 30 minutes in. Oh, do I get rid of these cards fast enough? This is a complex deck, and some of these we just don't need, like straight up. Like this guy, at the beginning of your end step, exile. You may cast permanent spells from among them. You may spend mana as those. Yeah, we don't need this thing. I don't think it does much for us. This thing's nice. This thing surveils whenever it attacks. Probably never gonna happen. Has flash. Whatever. Get rid of that. Drumble Flower. We already made a case for Drumbeller. But I think its case is... we need... in order to use it, we need 10 mana each time. And that's just not feasible. So let's remove that. I wonder if there's a, instead of paying thing for abilities, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about? Scryfall, advanced search, text, instead of paying there's a lot of instead of playings. don't think... I feel like there is... But I don't think it's for abilities. What about Primeval Spawn? When Private leaves the battlefield, exile top 10 cards of your library. You may cast any number of spells with total mana value 10 or less from among them without paying their mana cost. I feel like there definitely is a card that's like, instead of paying such and such mana for abilities, pay this instead. But I'm not too worried about it. Let's see. We want to keep our horrors. We want to keep our support. We want to keep our glimmers. Everything else is subject to getting the boot. Whenever enchantment you control enters, and whenever you fully unlock a room, draw a card. Okay, we'll keep him. Haste must be blocked. I think we get rid of this. I think that's good. Whenever fear deals combat, draw that many cards. That's fine. Dies, it deals 1 damage to any target, and you gain 1 life. Remove this. Fear of missing out. Attacks for the first time each turn. If there are more card types among your graveyard, untap target creature. That untaps our commander. Could be useful. Whenever this attacks, surveil 1 vigilance. That could be useful. Whenever enchantment control enters, create a 1/1 gremlin. Yeah, let's remove that. That's pretty useless. Inquisitive Glimmer is good. That's fine. This I think we get rid of. This is fine. This is fine. These are our overlords. Patchwork Beastie. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may mill a card. I think we get rid of. We could just start milling turn 1 though if we have him in a green. Yeah, that's not bad. We'll keep him in there. Add X of any mana color. Yeah. This is a combo. Silent Hallkeeper is pretty silly. I like him though. Skull Snap Nuisance. I think we can remove him. That's good. I think we keep this and we get rid of this guy up here. Where did he go? Entity Tracker. Yes. Let's see. Twitching Doll gives us mana, any color. Massacre Keys, Unstoppable Slasher is just funny. Okay, what's our creature count's 34? That's manageable. That's pretty manageable. Okay. Sorceries are up to 15 now. That's a mill. Cultivates. Demonic Council. Is a tutor exercise is fine. That's fine. Yeah, let's play a game is funny. But I think we can get rid of it. Reanimate is goated. Red Dress Fate is actually insane. Final Vengeance. Exile target creature. That's just Swords of Plowshares with extra steps. I think we remove that. Split Up is a board wipe. That's good. We have a few board wipes. 13 sorceries. Okay. Instances are just counter spells, 3 counter spells. Beast Within, I think we can cut. And swords. 5 sorceries. Okay. Artifacts. We have mainly mana artifacts. And this, I think we can get rid of found footage. I like haunted screens. I think we can get rid of keys. Lightning Greaves we keep. And that seems fine. Enchantments 23. Okay. Man. Okay. This draws us 2 cards, but I don't know. I think we remove that. Even though we have graveyard play, I think that's pretty mid. This is our mill. This also is our mill. Let's see. I think there's a lot of doors in here we can get rid of. I think we get rid of that door win con too, because like that's probably never gonna happen. What is it? 1, 2. You need 8 or more different names among unlocked doors of rooms you control. So you need 8 or more doors. We have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. We have 20 doors. Unable to scream. Isn't bad. You may play lands from your graveyard. That's good. We want to keep this one. Tap from screen. I really like that one. When you unlock this door, target creature card with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. I think we removed this one. Selling Grove, we keep that. Stay hidden, stay silent. I think we can remove this. Smoky Lounge, Misty Salon. At the beginning of your first main phase, when you unlock the door, create. Yeah, I think we get rid of this one. Sheltered by Ghosts and can't creature you control. When Shelter Ghost enters, exile target non-land permanent and opponent controls. Has lifelink and ward 2. This just protects our commander most likely. I think we get rid of it. Nowhere to Run. It's pretty good. I think I'm going to keep it. Meat Hook Massacre is pretty solid. Leyline Mutation's pretty good. Grievous Wounds. Enchanted player can't gain life. When enchanted player is dealt damage, they lose half their life or end it up. That's pretty good. Unlock this door. At the beginning of your instant, this room deals 1 damage to each opponent. I can trigger exquisite blood. Yeah. We like greenhouse. That's a good one. Each opponent loses 1 life. You gain 1 life. When you unlock this door, return all creature cards from your graveyard to the battlefield. That's pretty nutty. Alright, this one. Leave your graveyard. Create a 2/2 black horror enchantment token. This ability triggers only once each turn. Return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. Don't hate this card. I think it goes pretty well. Creature spells you cast have convoke. I think we get rid of this one. This lets us search for a locked. It lets us search for a room. It's not bad necessarily. Okay, we have 12 cards to get rid of. We also don't have like any lands. Like, let's add island. Any basic lands is what I'm trying to say. Let's add island. My mind is getting numb. It's going blank. Swamp. Plains. Island. Forest. And then is that 5? What's the other one? Mountain. Let's add 2 of each. And then get rid of some of these more expensive lands. Okay, swamp. It's got 2. Plains has got 2. Mountain has got 2. Island. Forest has 2. Okay, how many lands is that? 46. All right, let's just let's sort by price. Save. Okay. And then we are going to go here and get rid of like the super expensive lands. Yeah. You kind of want you. How much are you? 22? Okay, yeah. 16. Kill you, kill you. Kill you? Oh, we got 40 lands now. Let's do you. Actually, I kind of wanted that one. Verge. I think it was that one. No, it was the. Oh, I am so lost. Let's see, mountain, plains, forest, swamp. I think I nailed it. Yeah. Okay. I think I really like the verges. I like this one. I think we get rid of this one. Dragon Skull Summit. Yeah, we get rid of that one. Man, if someone plays a Winter Moon, this deck is screwed. I think we get rid of Temple of False God too. I think I want 36. I think we get rid of this and this. 35 land. Take it or leave it. Okay, we got 11 more cards to purge. If you want to see that, I'll bring it up. Let's see. I think we get rid of this. We probably could get rid of a lot of the doors too. Like this one. It's not a bad one though. Like it deals 4 damage and 1 damage each turn. Yeah, I think we just removed that though. Let's see. I think our artifacts are fine. Our instances are fine. Just some counter spells. Sorceries are pretty good. Split up is just a board wipe. Reanimate. Yeah, I think maybe Blasphemous Act might not fit here. But it's also Blasphemous Act, so like, can you really be mad at it? You know what I mean? Like, so like, I say we keep that there. Alright, we want our overlords. Unstoppable Skinner's funny. Discard a card, then draw a card. When it attacks for the first time, if there are 4 or more card types, untap target creature after this phase, there's an additional combat phase. That's not bad. That's going to be our draw overlord. We got our glimmers. Angel of Suffering is our mill. Mana. Draw. I think Silent Hall Keeper might have to go. As much as we don't want to get rid of him. Master Key enters, put X +1/+1 counters on it, and mill twice X cards. Each enchantment card in your graveyard has escape. Escape costs -1 plus exile 3 other cards from your graveyard. I think we get rid of Master of the Keys. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like it would go pretty hard. I think we get rid of Silent Hall Creeper. And then, let's see, Twitching Doll's fine. Bramble Familiar is fine. We have 2 of these. That's fine. Fear Sleep Paralysis. When Fear Sleep Paralysis or another enchantment you control enters, tap them to 1. I think this is kind of mid. I think we remove this. Glimmer creatures. Touch and menace. Okay. Let's see. This thing's kind of useless. Fear of Abduction is also kind of mid. Yeah. I don't know. It's all right. Each opponent loses 1 life whenever an enchantment enters or leaves. Fear. Okay. Glimmers. I think I like our creature base now. I think we get rid of one of these cards. Commune with Evil is... Oh, that's so good though. It puts 3 cards in your graveyard, gives you 1 card into your hand. Lively Dirge, Redless Fate, Cultivate. Demonic Council is a tutor. There are 4 more card types. Split Second, okay. Okay. Fuck, this is the hardest part, man. We need these stones because our mana base is just everywhere. We need that. That's really solid. That's good. That's good. We need that. I don't think we really need to search for any rooms. So I think we removed that. Nowhere to Run. I kind of like that one. It's very flavorful. Was during each turn of your turn, you may cast a spell from your hand by playing life. I think we removed this. Grievous Wound is fine. Whenever enchanted players dealt. Yeah, that's cool. That's funny. Whenever creature you control dies, each opponent loses 1 life. You gain 1 life. Whenever you unlock this door, return all creature cards from the graveyard. Yeah, that's good. You may pay lands from your graveyard. Yeah, we need that. Meat Hut Massacre, Exquisite Blood. I think Exquisite Blood is our most expensive card we have in our deck. That's $32. Most expensive land is 13. Lightning Greaves is 7. Yeah, that's not expensive. that one's $9. Yeah, Exquisite Blood and Overlord of the Hotwood is our most expensive cards. We got 3 more cards to get rid of. We got 103 in our main deck. This is where it gets hard. I say we keep. I kind of want to get rid of Blasphemous Act, but I say we keep it. Demonic Council. It lets us tutor. I think we keep Demonic Council. We also just have. We could just add the tutor enchantments like Idyllic Tutor and all that. I'm trying to keep this deck a little cheaper than what it is. Commune with Evil. I think that's gotta go. I've looked at it 4 times. Exercise. Artifact, enchantment, or creature with power 4 or greater. I think we get rid of Exercise as well. We got 1 more card. Because we have Swords of Plowshares and all that. Get Out is fine. We got 3 counter spells. 1 more card to get rid of. I think Felwar Stone might be it. Add 1 mana of land opponent can produce. I mean, we're a 5-color deck, but I think we remove this and call it a day. That is our deck. I don't know how the land's gonna work. I mean, it should work just fine. We got some tutor lands to toot for the basics. We got some enchantments up here that fix our lands. So we should be fine. The hardest thing that's gonna happen is getting enough mana to cast Go-Shintai's return target enchantment every turn. I need to look up a Go-Shintai deck and see how they handle that. Let's go see if we can find something. On Moxfield. Why is it giving me... I want to look for decks. Go-Shintai. Oh, I just made that one. That's me. Oh. Look at this guy. What's he got over here? Turn all enchantment cards from your graveyard to the battlefield. You may reveal an enchantment card from among them and put that card into your hand and put the rest. I mean, alright. That's fine. Play an additional land. I mean, yeah, sure. These are the shrines. Grim Guardian, though. That's pretty solid. I think... Ooh, that one's good. Zur gives enchantment creatures you control have Death Touch, Lifelink, and Heft Proof. Isn't there another Zur card that just goes hard? Oh, why are you like this? It's like one of the best enchantment cards. Is it not Zur? Is it Z-E-R? see you are. Oh, there he is, sir. Whenever the enchantment, you may search your library for enchantment card with mana value 3 or less. Put it into the battlefield and shuffle. Yeah, that's not gonna work for us. Okay. Where were we? Oh, we were going through this guy's deck. Oh, against everything, Death Touch, Lifelink, Hexproof. That's pretty good for 3. But sorceries, instances, artifacts. Ooh, Patchwork Banner is pretty good. Enchantments. That's really good. When Copy Unleash enters the battlefield, if you cast it, when Copy Unleash or another enchantment enters the battlefield under control until insert. Legendary Nightmare God. Creature with Menace and Death Touch. That's pretty good. Yeah, I don't think there's a way to like really fix the ability. Bunch of shrines, parallel lies, blah 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 blah. I was thinking about adding that one card that works off of like a bunch of different creatures of the same type. I think that's fine. Let's see, sir. Oh yeah, let's go here. Go-Shintai. Let's do filters. Most likes, maybe. Show Shriney. Collector enters the battlefield, choose a card type, spells you cast a card cost. Okay. Can't be countered, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I think we're good. I think we're good to go. This is looking all really, honestly, a lot of samesies. This is more of a competitive deck. 40 enchantments, that's crazy. That goes hard. Whenever a creature comes into play under your control, you may destroy target. Yeah. We might want this. I don't know. I really liked that one board wipe card though. That seemed pretty cool. It was kind of fitting as well. Ooh, that's pretty cool. If you control a permanent of each color, prevent all damage that would be dealt to you. Interesting. Ooh, that one's pretty good. Let's go. Oh my god. go find that board wipe card that we liked. This guy? Yeah, this guy. Copy card name. Yeah. Stealing other people's stuff. That's what we like to do. Alright, let's add that and then get rid of that other board wipe that we were skeptical on. Which was Blasphemous Act. Remove. So now we have an enchantment that's a board wipe. That goes pretty cool. That goes pretty hard. Alright, I think I am happy. We got plenty of horrors, plenty of glimmers, and plenty of support for the horrors and the glimmers, and we got plenty of graveyard play. The only thing we didn't add is flickers, which could go pretty hard with some of the Overlord's effects, like Haunt Woods, whenever it enters, create a tap colorless. But I think we're fine on that. Like, we don't need to go hard into flickering, because we're going to be bringing them back from the graveyard anyway with our Go-Shintai, so each creature should get more than one proc. So yeah, that's pretty much a 2-hour session of building Go-Shintai. This card really is a strong card if you go shrines, so I just wanted to go a fun little horror deck theme. But if you want to build this deck to its fullest potential, shrines are really good, and they will win you games for sure. Alright, hope you all have a good day, and see you in the next video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and vote in the polls, ladies and gentlemen. If you vote in the polls or you comment what you want to see in the polls, it will change the way the videos that I make. Shocking, I know. Alright, everybody have a good night. Love you. Sweet dreams. All that good stuff. Bye-bye.